Well, good evening. Thank you for coming. I hope you are um, entertained tonight. I hope you're also blessed by it in whatever way possible, that God would be glorified in the notes of my mouth and the notes that I'm pressing. Hope that they would be uplifting and encouraging. First, I'm just going to be playing Clair de Lune, which hopefully a lot of you know. It's a pretty famous piano solo. I picked it because it's like my mom's favorite, so you know, you have to. So. So now I have the pleasure of debuting for you an album that I've been working on and finished maybe about 2 weeks ago. I had the revelation that I was going to have, hopefully, an audience, and hopefully, I would have the opportunity to share some original music with lyrics. Ooh. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. The album name is Picasso. It's 11 songs long. If you want to follow along with the lyrics, on the back of the program, there should be a QR code. It should be the top one, I think. If you scan that, it'll take you to the Google Doc, and it has the lyrics in there. All right. So without further ado, here's the opening track, which is called Picasso. Doors all around me, ceiling below me. I've got my back to the floor, don't know what's up anymore. And gravity lost its grip on me, I'm desensitized. Feels like I'm falling up a staircase, heading to the rest of my life. And oh, Picasso never looked so real. And oh, here's the Liberty Bell putting cracks in me. I get stressed into pieces, exhausting days and exhausted evenings. Maybe I need a breather to take stock of my scrambled features. Maybe I'm just a kid, adjusting to real life. Depends on how you see it. Do you want the half-truth or the half-lie? And oh, Picasso's never felt so relatable. No, as a Liberty Bell rings my childhood away. Every second passed is a second closer to the end. Deep in my second decade, the morbidity comes in waves. Every second passed is a second I have spent. Priorities get mixed up till it shows on my face. And oh, Picasso's never looked so much like home. So was it actually the Liberty Bell that sent me here? Thank you. So for every song that I write, pretty much, I get there's a color idea that I get from the song, and then there's also other things associated with that, but a lot of it comes from color. Picasso is definitely like sort of an orange yellow with a little bit of blue, because it looks toward the future while also being sort of unsure. It's hard to describe sometimes. You just have to read my mind to fully understand. But oftentimes it's also dictated by the color that I have my LED lights when I'm writing the song. But I don't think that's the case for that one. I think that one was truly just the color of the song. The next song is called Goodbye Everything, Hello Everything, which is a bit of a mouthful, but it sounded artistic, so that's what I called it. Yeah, here it is. Goodbye to the summer, goodbye to the winter. It's the spring before the fall. One moment I'm bouncy and excited, the next is lonely and depressing, as these seasons run together. And this won't be the last time I feel this way, 'cause seasons change, good moods break. Time waits for no man, so slowing down any part of my plan. Storms on the blades make for eastern sunny days. There's pain on the left but kites on the right, kinda like the soul behind my eyes. Hello to my taxes, hello to car insurance, hello to learning how to stand on my own 2 feet. Hello to more and more freedom, hello to discernment and decisions, hello to the cocoon of a man. I'm growing up and I wanna get this right. Oh my God, above, I know you'll help me get this right. 'Cause seasons change, and good moods break. Time waits for no man, so letting up ain't part of my plan. Storms on the blaze make for eastern sunny days. There's pain on the left, kites on the right, kinda like the soul behind my eyes. Where's the balance? Where's the balance? Where's the balance? I haven't found it. Missing piece I'm looking for. The skill of being steady even when you're unmoored. 'Cause seasons change, and good moods break, and you gotta save energy for the rainy days. Storms on the blades make for eastern sunny days, but keep the balance in check. When you do, is that when you've grown up? I try my best to keep some variation doing just piano and voice for an entire concert. So this next one is, you have to imagine sort of maybe a guitar, some nice chill drums, you know, that kind of thing. Create the mix in your head. This one is definitely one that I see as like dark colors, because it's a nighttime song, which you'll definitely see.
This isn't my first rodeo. I've been here before, it's nothing new. I'm in a boat far from the shore, far away from places that I know. The city didn't lose its charm, and home is still where you are. The small town silence keeps me awake. It's so still, should there be something wrong? Meadows and dirt roads come by the dozen in Ohio, so I won't shift it into park. Hello, not so home, I hope you didn't miss me. 4 years and then I'm gone, 4 years and then I'm gone. Last time that I was here, on the edge of the unfamiliar, I vowed I wouldn't get too attached to a place if I wasn't gonna stay. That worked till I let down my guard. I'm sure it'll be different this time. English fields aren't full of corn, and the Midwest lacks the beauty of the hills I used to live in. The meadows and dirt roads come by the dozen in Ohio, so I won't shift it into park. Hello, not so home, I hope you didn't miss me. 4 years and then I'm gone, 4 years and then I'm gone. My city didn't lose its charm, and home is still where you are. The small town silence keeps me awake. 4 years and then I'm gone, 4 years and then I'm gone.
You guys are very kind. Thank you. The next one, we're going to send it a bit more pop, a bit more, wow, there's a lot of popping, a bit happier of a song, because this one I consider the one that sort of pivots the album. It's early, it's number 4. I couldn't handle being all pessimistic for like a whole half an album. So here we are, already to the point where we're getting a little bit happier, a bit more of an optimistic tilt, but not fully happy yet. It's a journey. This one's called Goldilocks.
Summer is my favorite season, but I'll take green grass over crowded beaches, 'cause the sand is not the same. But there's 1,000 staring faces, fenced-in back doors are claustrophobic. Acres of a land are sociophobic. Goldilocks did it better. She found herself so quickly. I'm impatient and dishonest with myself. I'm my own worst critic, and I'm not sure that it helps. I want less me, more everybody else. More God, less trust in how I feel or felt. The balance is so elusive, but I feel like I know how to do this. I want less me, more everybody else. I may be family all around me. I'm impatient, and if I'm honest with myself, oh, I've been saying the word door since I learned to talk. One less me or everybody else. Oh God, less wasting all the time that's left. Living far from home, I see how little I was alone. Focus less on me, focus more on home. This is where everything changes. This list isn't something I wanna be known as. I know I can go back, but I miss having roses growing on the fences, enclosing a tiny backyard. Guess it's not that hard to be content with small, cozy spaces. They're not claustrophobic anymore, only just right, just right.
So, Goldilocks, now the album has pivoted. So, now it's to a spirit of contentment, which is serving as a sort of conviction to me through all of it. Just be content. It's like what Paul said. I've learned to be content in everything. So, that's something that I really want to live by, and I feel like that's a really good idea for times of transition, like, graduating high school, getting ready to go off to college, that sort of thing. So that's sort of where the next few songs are coming from. I sort of pivot to things that are not necessarily the like the meat structure of the album. Now it's more, just some extra songs writing about life, pretty much. This one is called Late Nights. It's probably the most pop out of all of them. So, in terms of how it sounds.
There's something right when I write on a late night. The longer the day, the more material I have, I guess. Maybe I'm more awake than I should be. Oh, maybe there's more to say when I should be sleeping. Pencil hits the paper and the pages filling up with history that no one reads, 'cause nobody knows it's there. Maybe in the morning I'll forget the melody, lost forever, recovered never. It's a product of these late nights. Oh, all of these late nights. Whoa, there's so much light pollution, so I can't see, but I'd rather see the stars. It's kind of ironic how life knocks me out, but instead of laying there, I'd rather write it down. Pencil hits the paper and the pages filling up with history that no one reads, 'cause nobody knows it's there until I show 'em. Maybe in the morning I'll forget the melody, lost forever, recovered never. It's a product of these late nights. Oh, all of these late nights. Whoa, all of these late nights. So many late nights. The clock strikes 12. I'm only halfway done, and I'm starting to nod off. The clock strikes 1, and sure enough,
Thank you. That one I like quite a lot. Funny story. When I was first getting into writing songs with lyrics, for some reason, and this is still true, inspiration really strikes when it's not supposed to. So there would be times, maybe like a year ago, that I was sitting up at maybe like midnight and I was writing. And my parents, because they went to bed later back then, would come up and they'd be like, "Why is your light still on? Go to bed." And he'd be like, "Okay." And then songs would not happen as readily. Now I'm coming home and they've been in bed for 2 hours, so I can just write songs. This next one is a product of that, actually. It's called The Instrument. This is probably my favorite concept for a song on the entire album, just because it's a story. It can have several different meanings. I had a cool sentence I was going to say, but I forgot it. I'm probably going to remember it while I sing it. But it sums up basically the way I interpret the song. But there can definitely be many different ways to interpret it, and that was my goal for the song, pretty much. A koa is a Hawaiian tree, just so you know.
I used to be a koa on the islands out west. Now I sit in storage in a case under some beds. Don't know how long my tune will hold up, but I think it's nearing the end. I've been a quiet soul, but I've been happy nonetheless. They say, come in with a bang, give them something to remember. I can't get higher than an A single outlier. Things seem to be getting warmer. It must be summer outside. I can tell the light is flickering. Maybe I made it to showtime. Oh, they say, and keep it on a high note. Give them something to remember. Somebody's coming for me, I know. They made me something to remember. It's downright hot now. My case starts to melt. Shed it all off now. There's showtime ahead. They say, go out with a bang, give them something to remember. Well, I went out with an A, strings plucked by the fire. It's not my friend. It's not my friend.
So there were several clues through that song. Hopefully it was clear. If not, then I am just not self-aware of my own lyrics. Could you guys tell what instrument that was? You could tell it was a ukulele. Okay, good. I figured there's only like, a handful of famous Hawaiian instruments, and by handful I mean one, that I can think of at least. So I'm glad that was clear. I think now would be a great time for some intermission. We have snacks out in the lobby, I believe. There's some Oreos, I think. There's some lemon cakes, some other cookies. So you guys can help yourselves, and then maybe in like 10 or 15 minutes, we'll come back with double cliche.
Thank you. All right, now we continue on. So we just had the instrument, and I remembered my idea for the way that I interpret it. Sometimes, you know, it's the fire that we've sort of kind of been waiting for. Because in that song, it talks about this idea of showtime, like this big event that you've been waiting for. Then you finally get there, and it just does not happen at all how you expected. And maybe not in the way that you would have preferred, but it still happens. After that is Double Cliche, which a little note on the order that I wrote each of the songs. So Double Cliche, as well as some of these other later ones, were written before a lot of the first ones. So like Picasso and Goodbye Everything, Hello Everything, like some of those first ones were written much later than this next one and several others here late in the album. I've just been holding on to them, knowing pretty much that they're gonna fit somewhere in whatever album. So this one is Double Cliche. I'ma have to go in 2 months or so. It's taking up my mind, eating at my soul. Distance can be a scary thing when you've witnessed the problems it can bring. How do we stay in sync? There's so much still ahead. Do we really have a fighting chance? Some may say that it's unlikely. Some may say there's no silver lining. But when there's a will, there's a way. A little double cliche, 'cause we want the same. That something distance can't change. It's been a couple years since I was standing here. I was feeling settled down till life forced me to pack it up. I was a kid then, no money for a ring. Now listen, I think you know what to think. Most probably, some may say that it's unlikely. Some may say there's no silver lining. But where there's a will, there's a way. Call it a double cliche, 'cause we want the same. That something distance can't change. When I don't have you close, when I feel alone, when I hit a low, I think of what could be. When I'm gone, please know I won't ever be a ghost. 'Cause thank God for phones, I'd call you just to hear your voice. We can make it work. Some may say that it's unlikely. Some may say there's no silver lining. But where there's a will, there's a way. Call it a double cliche, 'cause we want the same. Some may say that it's unlikely. Some may say there's no silver lining. But there's a will, there's a way. I'll let it double cliche, 'cause we want the same. That something distance can't change. like that one because it has several applications that people could see in it, and then I don't prefer it because it is a little difficult, as are all of them, if I'm honest. The next one is the last song that I completed, actually. So we are going from one that I wrote a while ago to one was the last that I finished for this album, called Atlas the Size of the World. Basically, the idea behind it is if the atlas is drawn to scale, like literally to scale, it's going to cover the whole world and be completely impractical and not worth anything, because if you want to see anything on the map, you have to go there in real life. So what's the point? It basically relates that idea to it being difficult to make sense of advice. So it kind of feels like, well, if I'm going to learn anything, I just have to go and do whatever thing I'm learning about. I'm kind of learning by experience. It's a long drive. Don't get hung up on all the signs. Don't let them fool you. That's all they do. It's a long drive. Don't get caught up and close your eyes. Don't lay your guard down. That's what they tell me. Sometimes it feels like I'm living on the edge of control. Sometimes I get advice and I can make sense of it all. What good is an atlas the size of the world? You spend your years unfolding, never get to where you're going. It's a long drive. Don't worry about the scratches on the passenger side. Everybody's safe now, even if it's hard to see how. I don't know why the locks and the latches keep on saying goodbye. Why can't they stay with me? Where's my security? Sometimes it feels like I'm living on the edge of control. Sometimes it feels like I get advice and I can make sense of it all. What good is an atlas the size of the world? You spend your years unfolding, never get where you're going. Sometimes I feel like I'm living on the edge of control. Sometimes the rhythm changes and I can't keep up at all. What good is an atlas the size of the world? I may as well guess the direction. Won't know where I'm headed till I get there. Next is my absolute favorite on the album. It's called Stowaway, and it has pretty much the kind of style that takes the cake and is my favorite. It's very, for those that will understand the music, wordings and things, staccato feel. It's very bouncy. For those that don't understand the music wordings, it's choppy. So
I like having the juxtaposition between the rhythms where the accompaniment can be really staccato, but then the delivery of the vocals is more legato. I just something about it. I like how it sounds.
I'm not the lonely type, but it's so depressing to know I have to leave. It's not something I like, but when life calls I can't just let the phone ring. Running out of time, can we steal a moment? Hugging me goodbye. Gravity sets in, look into your eyes and I tell you something you already know. Oh, you'd be welcome stowaway. We'd find some excuse for it later. I left some space between the books and the suitcases. You can hide there. And oh, the moment I see your face, smiling from the backseat as you make your way up to me, I'll be fine then. Don't wanna drive without you. I don't wanna fight when I'm feeling blue. I know that I'll miss you. And if I'm honest, I already knew. Running out of time. Can we steal a moment? Hugging me goodbye. Gravity sets in, look into my eyes, I'm for real and I hope that it shows. Oh, you'd be welcome stowaway. We'd find some excuse for it later. I left some space between the books and the suitcases. You can hide there. And oh, the moment I see your face, smiling from the backseat as you make your way up to me, I'll be fine then. And all I see is you and the porch light and the sadness in your eyes and the hope it gives me, because maybe we found something to hold tight. Maybe the end goal is inside if we can just hold on. No, you'd be welcome stowaway. We'd find some excuse for it later. I left some space between the books and the suitcases. You can hide there.
That one is also in my second favorite key, which is G flat major. If you guys want some random trivia. The next one is called "I'll Come Home," and it's sort of just a sweet reassurance song. Yeah.
On a morning when everything's fine, on a night when everything's gone right, on the days when I can tell it's been a while, I'll call home, I'll call home. When I'm an hour out from Quebec Street, 500 miles away for 5 more months, I'll never be too far if you let me. I'll call home, I'll call home. I'll call home, I'll call home. Never enough, it's not the same, but it's better than nothing as long as you pick up. When the sun's dancing on the treetops, when the moon riding up to take its place, when the clouds come and everything's gray, I'll call home, I'll call home. 'Cause I'm not breaking off, I'm not moving on, so we can bridge the gap till I come home. Never enough, it's not the same, but it's better than nothing as long as you pick up. New friends may come, wanna come and meet them. New places I love, wanna come and see them. Oh, I wish that you were here, I wish that I was there with you. Never enough, it's not the same, but it's better than nothing. I know you'll pick up.
So, this next one is called Worth It. It is the final song on the album, and my favorite part, pretty much of every album, is, as a general rule, is going to be the final song, just because it's always interesting to see how people choose to end their albums, whether it's optimistic on whatever the subject of the album is, or can be pessimistic, which is always really, really intriguing. And then other times it's somewhere in the middle. I think that's where this one falls. This was the very first song out of any of the songs on the album that I wrote. And when I wrote it, just because of the way that it sounds, I immediately pretty much decided this is going to be the last song on some album. Whenever I get around to writing an album, I didn't think I would get around to writing an album this quickly, so I've been pleasantly surprised by that. But this is definitely one of my favorites on the album, personally.
Patience is a hard thing to have. You can fake it, but life will still seem to drag. And tossing pennies won't make time any faster. And unleashing this levee only leads to disaster. these feelings matter. I'll wait however long it takes, through dark, through rain, enjoy your pain, 'cause I believe it's worth it. I'll wait every day, even when I'm away, I'll still be yours to claim, 'cause I believe you're worth it. And take this with a grain of salt, and if we make it, praise be to God. We're not ready for anything yet, so don't you let me plant thoughts in your head. Even when hope is tattered, I'll wait however long it takes, through dark, through rain, enjoy your pain, 'cause I believe it's worth it. I'll wait every day, even when I'm away, I'll still be yours to claim, 'cause I believe you're worth it. I'ma be gone, physically removed. 2 months never felt so soon, but rest assured, I really like you. I'ma keep on riding these dunes. Why I wouldn't be fun? No, I haven't a clue. I'ma keep on having only eyes for you. I'll wait however long it takes, through dark, through rain, enjoy your pain, 'cause I believe it's worth it. I'll wait every day, even when I'm away, I'll still be yours to claim, 'cause I believe you're worth it.
Thank you.
All right, now, just to close, like to sing "It Is Well," the hymn. So if you want to find a hymnal, I should have looked up what number "It Is Well" is in the church hymnal. But yeah, just singing the 3 verses. It is my favorite hymn. I wanted to sing it. Okay, 493 is the number for "It Is Well." And you guys, you're welcome to stand. Let's honor the Lord. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my Lord thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. My sin, oh, the bliss of this glorious thought, It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. Thank you for coming. That is the end.